Live from New York City, it's the Gary Null Show. And now, your host, Gary Null.
Hi, everyone. I'm Gary Null. Nice to have you with us today. We begin with a study from the University of Helsinki, and it's about vitamin B3. Vitamin B3 is a riboside. It improves muscle mitochondria and also helps your gut. It helps the microbiota composition in the gut, the good bacteria. The newest vitamin B3 family member, which is known as NR, has been found to have beneficial effects on your energy in your muscles. Currently, the mitochondria, the little energy factories in your cells, they can be dysfunctional if they're not treated. Recent findings from the University of Helsinki encourage further investigation into B3, but for all of the studies that are out there, it shows that this is one of the most important anti-aging nutrients you can take in, maybe 100 milligrams at a time, once a day. And also, it just doesn't help your muscle. It also helps the good bacteria in your gut. Now, there are different forms of vitamin B3, such as niacin, or nicotinamide, or NR, and blood cellular energy metabolism, as they serve as precursors for the important molecule for mitochondria. Now, you have what is called NAD+. NAD+, these are precursors. They're currently the focus of active research worldwide. We use them in our anti-aging study. And in fact, in the new study I'll be doing, I'm actually increasing the amount in the protocols because I see how important it was for people in their 90s to almost 100 who came with little to no energy, could barely pick up a rope. In fact, one couldn't pick up a rope. Those are the ropes, the whip ropes, where you put one in each hand and you're bringing them up and down and up and down. Well, they could barely do it at the beginning. Within just 2 weeks, they were able to do it for over a minute. That is because of NAD. So NAD for everyone really is important in your metabolism, in the muscle mitochondria, and in your gut microbiome. So just letting you know, if there's something new and important that's been scientifically proven, it does it. In fact, in our DNA methylation study, we also got word back the NAD was important. Now, from the Zhejiang University in China, a meta-analysis means many different studies are looked at to see common outcomes. They found that an association between the omega-3 fatty acids and lowered inflammation. That's correct. A review of all these studies published in the journal PLOS One adds evidence to reducing pro-inflammatory levels in the body when you take the marine-derived omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acids, or the omega-3s. And that's good, because what is one of the primary causes of all disease? Inflammation. And there are several arachidonic acid drives elements out there, and those influence inflammation. We have what is called prostaglandin E2 is involved in the classic signs of inflammation, and that is pro-inflammatory. So when you eat meat, you're eating a lot of arachidonic acid, and same for chicken. And that means that inflammation in your heart, in your lungs, your kidneys, your liver, your brain, your eyes, and your muscles. We only recognize it when we feel it, and we generally feel it in vulnerable parts of our body. You go on to a plant-based healthy diet, take lots of nice green juices, celery, cucumber, some lemon, ginger, and watch after a week what happens to the inflammation in your joints. Give up the sugar, give up the gluten, give up the animal proteins, and see if you don't have a really strong change. The macrophages, the what are called the polymorphonuclear leukocytes, they induce a vasoconstriction and promote aggregation of platelets, which is not good, because that means your red blood cells are clumping together, and that means you're more likely to have a clot, and that blocks local blood flow, and you can end up with a stroke or heart attack. All of this is based upon inflammation. Cancer starts with inflammation. The brain aging, neurons destroyed, inflammation. And this was looked at 18 randomized controlled trials. So go to healthy juices, healthy foods. Stop the deep frying, the processed, the grilled, the barbecued. Not good for you. Also from the University of Freiburg in Germany, the scent of rose improves learning during sleep. Yeah. And everyone thought this was crazy, aromatherapy. Oh, that's just nonsense. No, it's not. It really works. You put 2 drops of lavender on your pillow, you're going to find it easier to go to sleep and stay asleep. Well, now in this new study, they found that effortless learning during sleep is important. And they have the smells help the learning process. And it also helps you sleep better. And this was done at the University of Freiburg Medical Center, the Institute for Frontier Areas of Psychology and Mental Health. Rose extract. Put a couple drops of rose essential oil on your pillow, and it'll help you learn better. That's the takeaway message. Improving learning while you're sleeping. We also know that by writing out your problems in order of their importance and looking at them saying, I'm going to deal with this tomorrow, not now. Because otherwise you're going to lay on bed, you're going to lay there and you're going to think, oh, all the different issues I have to contend with. And then you're not going to be able to sleep because you're changing your biochemistry. But when you write out everything that's wrong, just down a page, say, tomorrow I'm going to deal with this. Then it allows the brain to feel now you can go to sleep. Simple things. These are not complicated, but they are important. And also, a study shows that fructose could drive Alzheimer's disease. This is University of Colorado. Now, yes, people love sugar, and they have gotten addicted to the sugar-sweetened drinks that are so common. But now we're seeing from the University of Colorado, the Ann Schultz Medical Campus, an article published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, that's not good for you. That could be causing all forms of problems with the proteins in the brain that slowly erode memory and cognition. So give up the sugar, give up the fructose, and see if we can't help the brain regain its strength. On an upcoming program, I'll deal with supercharging your brain, rebooting your brain. All right, that'll be a whole classroom on the air. But for now, just give up the fructose. That's a kind of sugar, and it helps tamp down these centers. And so we don't want that. All right. So I'm going to cut the health nutrition a little short today. I'll just do one more that meditation builds brain cells, according to Harvard University. That's correct. Research has now demonstrated that meditation builds brain cells and increases gray matter in the brain. And they did MRI before and after to prove this. Wow. One more of the many things that mindfulness practice, 20 minutes a day, can do to help you. This was Massachusetts General Hospital and Harvard University. That's the latest on health and healing. We always like to share information from peer-reviewed journals to help you live a longer and healthier life. And don't forget, if you want to rejuvenate yourself and detoxify your hormones, sunshine, University of Vienna, vitamin D. Also, you can get a lot of rejuvenation from citrus fruits. Vitamin C has a unique rejuvenative role in hormone health and cancer prevention that's overlooked for the last 20 years. Groundbreaking new research shows that vitamin C therapy helps your hormones as well as helps prevent cancer. How about that? For a lot of information in a short period of time. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back. Please stay with us.
Are you tired of closed-minded programming? Well, look no further than PRN.Live, the home for progressive voices.